hands on the shoulders, sit down, come back. You have three options. Option one, roll over, cover off, knee kick. Skip up. Option two, back breakfall, spider. There's your kick there. Get back, come up. Option three, go back, backward roll, come up. There's your back breakfall. Run that for a few minutes, go. What we'll do here is from our hunkers, from here. We're going to kick out a leg, load your hand here, sit sideways, and slap the ground. The only real relevant recovery here is guard off, kick out, and hop up. So do that one. Side breakfall. Other side, from hunkers, whoops, other side, Tony. Good job. Leg goes out. Hand loads on shoulder, sit sideways, bring it all in, kick out, and come up. So, again, head tucked into the body. You need all of that big shoulder muscle assembly there engaged to act like a shock absorbing collar. Last thing you want is whiplash. Secondly, you will note, as I hit the ground, I am not going directly sideways. I'm going to go into sideways sit. So I start on my glute, and it ends up coming into my lap, under the armpit. So keep your shapes all very, very curved. You should ideally be training towards doing this on a hard floor. It won't be pleasant, but you won't be injured doing it once. This is what it's for. It's a survival mechanism, okay? Work that, let's go. Actually, I haven't used you in a while. There's your front breakfall. Okay, so the breakfall you're looking at here is what happens if you have to take an impact that goes directly forward. So in an ideal situation, you'll be able to roll. This is not an ideal situation. In this case, you are going down on your face, like so. Okay? So you will note the Warren isn't dead, and he looks just as pretty coming up as he did going down. Thank you. So this is what we're going to look at now. As again, as in every other instance, there are a number of different intensities we can practice this one at. It is my firm recommendation, if you have not done this before, you two lads in particular, start low. Okay? So, we start either on our hunkers or on our knees. It makes very, very little difference. I recommend hunkers. What we're going to do is we're going to kick our legs backwards. As we do that, we're going to land in this position. My hands, my forearm's going to be flat on the ground. Make a little triangle here. Roughly put it just under your chin, okay? This is important because we need a little bit of forward motion. You will notice that under my knees and under my hips there is air. I'm not going This prevents my knees and my general groinular region slamming off the floor and getting damaged. You will also notice that my head is turned sideways. Why? Because if I miscalculate, I don't want that to be my first indication something has gone wrong. So head turned sideways. So we put it all together. Legs flick back, like so, okay? That's all it is. And then you work it, maybe from a little higher, flick your legs back, boom. And then from a little higher, turn, kick. A recovery that should now be familiar to all of us. Questions? Happy? Cool. You have two recoveries here. Your first is your guard. Your second is, whoop, down. And here, tuck one, roll, come up. Okay? Go. Turn up on yellow belt. They're broken into two sets. One set is flat falls, which you've just completed there. Flat falls are back breakfall, side breakfall, front breakfall. You also then have three rolls, which is a forward roll, which is over both shoulders, kind of like we did in gym class in school and stuff. A shoulder roll, where you go over one shoulder, and a backward roll, where you go over one shoulder to the rear. So you've already practiced kind of embryonic forms of those rolls as part of your flat falls. We will be developing those in coming weeks as well. That's where we are so far. So, let's take a look at something fairly simple. Warren, do you mind? Okay. So, all I want to do here is, I want Warren to throw a kick at my groin. Just so we can practice that forward roll. Okay? In fact, no, I'll go one better. I'll make life easy. What I'm going to do, sorry. We'll cut it out in post.
Should I?
I hit the ground, I guard off. always going to throw a kick into either my face or, yeah, mostly kind of my face and upper thorax region. Why? If I'm in this kind of guarded position, so let's say he's dancing around me, if he tries to throw a kick into here, all he's going to get is a whole lot of knee and elbow in the foot. Now, yes, legs are more powerful than arms, but feet are not more well structured than elbows and knees. So realistically, the only soft target he's going to get is going to be, is going to be roughly around my face area, and this is absolutely fine. As the kick comes in, I'm going to go like a fetus. Oh, kick me in the fist. Whoa, I'm going to go like a fetus. Okay, knees come up, arms go down, and we sandwich the whole lot. It makes no huge difference defensively which leg I block, but from the point of view of this exercise, it's easier if you throw a right leg. Try it with both though. Okay, so just throw a right leg in, boom, okay? So from there, I've got the whole lot gathered in. Do that a couple of times, get very, very good at this. From here, as he's in this position, bring your leg around behind his legs, and do what's called assists. Okay? That's it. So all we want there is a good front leg fall out. Okay? On the other side, same leg. So one there. You can, if you want, start looking to kicking in here. For the moment, let's not bother, let's isolate it. In reality, if it looked like you might need to distract him, you'd give him a little tap in the groin, just to bring the head forward. Come around the back. From here, as I said, it's a scissors. Now, I'm not just doing this with my legs, I'm also turning my entire body. Okay? Stop here. Yes? Okay, guys, nice and slow is the order of the day. There's no need for anyone to eat mat. Thanks, Warren. Go. Let's take a look at... Let us take a look at an ending, or kind of a slightly more complete version of the techniques. Here I am here. Buffy's going to throw a kick into the face. It is worth mentioning, if Buffy decides to kick wrong-footed or with the far foot, we still have options, but none of them are particularly glamorous. So, rather than worry about those at a beginner level, same foot again, please. Bad foot. One. Rather than worry about any of this at a beginner level, instead, keep it simple. Kick with the foot nearest the face. Also, you should have people helpful enough to fall over when you totally fluff the technique. Thanks, Bill. Okay, so, near foot, please. One, embryo position. So as I said, in this case, if you're lucky, the head will flick forward. If the head doesn't flick forward and they're kind of more well structured, throw a kick into, let's call it the bladder. Just to get that head moving forward. From there, we are now in this position, yes? Okay, so if you need to gather around, watch carefully. I'm going to pull this foot over this way. As I do, I'm going to kick that foot away, that leg away there. I'm going to come up. As I come up, you'll see that her foot goes onto the far side of my groin. Step out and lean over. So my shin is down the back of her knee. And okay? So my shin is what's causing a lot of damage here, what's causing the hurt here. Let's release that for a moment. So we have all this shape here, and now let's say that didn't come in properly. Either grab a handful of hair, grab a handful of nose or eye socket, or if you can, grab throat and apply. Okay? To get out of it, the foot is here. All I'm going to do is make her point her toe and stand up. Okay? Want to see it from the other side? Okay, up. So again, throw the kick in, bend over from here, throw happens as normal. So I just need to get this leg out of the way. I don't care how you do it. I usually just clear it with that foot there. From here, I'm going to come up onto this side, as I do. Bring that to the far side, yeah? So this puts her in a position of discomfort. Note, this is very close. This is as tight into the back of her shin or her knee as possible. Step over, and from here I can lean forward. But it's better to sit down and lean forward. Okay? And now I'm just going to release this slightly, so it's a bit more comfortable for her. Some people have weird bendy knees, they won't feel this. So at this point here, reach over, grab 2 hands full of whatever you can grab. It doesn't matter. You can put on a choke, or if you want, put on a crank. That's absolutely fine too. Okay? To get out of here, point her toe. So the foot is going to be wedged in there. She may be in pain and the foot may be hooked in. You just kind of need to bend the whole log over and step out of it. You can backward roll out of it. I would suggest just standing up. Happy? Go. With your attackers' feet close together. So Kev comes in on kind of fairly scumbag little kick. We have this. Yes? So what happens now if he's kind of an amateur David Beckham or Eric Cantona? Who's trendy these days? They don't follow football? Whatever. Some overpaid millionaire anyway. One of them. So what you're looking at theoretically is the legs kind of wider apart. So in this case, the block happens exactly the same way. But even if I was inclined to ratchet my leg all the way around here, it is unlikely I will reach both legs. And I am in a position of such poor structure at this point that I'm not moving them anywhere. So instead, if that kick comes in, absorb it like last time, but in this case here, you can give it a little nudge if you want to break structure if you want. But all you're doing is doing that scissors on the far leg only. Boom. Okay? Happy? So, other than that, nothing much different happening down there. Up here, stay right. Up here, let's take a look at the difference. As we get up, give the leg a little pull. Nothing much is going to happen. What we're trying to do, like any lock, is just disconnect it slightly from the core structure. My hand, my left hand, let's say, in this case, my far hand on his toes. And I'm going to rotate the foot, fold the foot, and compress the foot. As all of this is happening, this goes around and puts on a figure 4 ankle lock, like so. Okay? Give that a shot. If you have a limited amount of success with that shot, or that block, watch by the way, I'm not just going strength of arms, I'm coming out, and giving it back to it. If you have a limited amount of success with that lock, try swapping your hands over. I don't normally recommend it, but some people find it more helpful. Okay? Go. We have the throws. The first thing we're going to do is isolate it, and then we'll wrap it into a technique. So let's have a look at simple here. This is just the way I'm teaching it. So in this case, rather than pull them up this way, grab sleeve, or if you don't have sleeve, just grab wrist. It's kind of fishtail grip is handy here. Okay, all I want to do is pull him up like this and check my watch. Okay? As I pull him up and check my watch, we're getting that float again, that Kazushi we've been talking about. Okay, so up and float. From here, step under, put your hand high, bring him down. Okay, this is not a hard throw. It's quite an impressive throw, it's not a hard throw. So from the other side, get the watch, just move that, bring him. Step in under, throw. Okay? Now, once you have that, this is a development. Do this with a little more care. In this case, instead of checking your watch this way, check your watch this way. Okay? Apply pressure this way. Now, for the safety of your uke, your partner, as you go to here, release that arm lock. Okay? You and Buffy should be looking at throwing with the arm lock. So there's my float there. You'll note, last time, we're going up and then stepping in under. In this case, I'm relying on the fact that I'm hurting his arm. Throw. Okay? Anybody not wearing a dark colour around their waist, release that arm lock before you throw, please. Yes? Okay, rock and roll. Okay, so let's have a look at that technique. Oh, sorry, that throw within the context of a technique. So, step through, overhand, downward, slash with a stick on the head. The very, very first thing I'm going to do is on this line here, as he steps in, I'm going to step out to what's called a cat stance. Okay? As I do that, right hand is going to move inwards, left hand is going to move outwards. Okay? This is not a hard block, it's really just kind of more of a parry. We're going to maintain control here. If he chooses to swing through, it's a different game. So at the moment, let us allow that the hand remains there. Okay? So I'm going to cat stance here, yeah? So, kick the groin, turn it, kick the leg there, boom, land. As I land, okay, so kick, turn, boom, boom. There's that there, okay? So if we want for safety, Once we break his balance, we can turn him. That's fine. Higher grades, I expect to see this done with the lock on. We step in. Throw. Okay? If you're concerned about the stick, take the stick out of their hand and put it down before you throw it. If you don't care, again, as a higher grade, you as a black belt especially, are expected to be able to throw with a stick. Okay? So from here, arm goes to there, put your knee behind their arm. Hand behind the neck. Flick them over, land them, and put a little shoulder down. Okay? So you get from that side? So, move out. Parry, parry, move out. There's your control there. Kick the groin, turn the foot, kick the knee, step in. As I step in, as I said, if at this point you're not comfortable, just take that away for safety. Okay? Boom. This is an uppercut. We're doing this correctly. From here, if you wish, slap the pressure off. From here, bring it across. Use your right hand in front of their wrist like that. Like a handshake on the wrist. Steer it behind the neck. Flip them over. Continue. So from here, this rotation continues around. Kneel in. Run your shoulder off. Okay? Happy? 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 Technique is called check in the storm. Go.